First video I have done in a long time. It's hard to get used to again. But yeah, basically I'm just going to waffle about whatever's happening this week in football or golf. Now, I'm only learning the ropes of golf actively, but it's something that I definitely want to get into more. I have a set of golf clubs there that's quite dusty. So if anybody has any friends that would like to play golf, that would teach me the ropes, you're more than welcome to tag this page or like or follow or do anything. Help me. But yeah, football this week. United won last night 3-0. Not very convincingly, but it's a lesser team that are definitely going to go down, along with Ipswich and Southampton. With that Southampton team is probably the worst Premier League team I've ever seen. And then Rory McIlroy this week snatched Heckler's phone, which is a bit probably over the top, but I think Rory McIlroy is a bit of a bitch. If you want to fight, no, I'm joking. I don't know what he's like. He's probably sound, but a bit of a weird thing to do, to snatch a Heckler's phone where you're at the top of your game. You'd assume that you'll be able to blank that sort of shit out. But yeah, so that's probably this week. I don't know much more about what's going on in the world of golf, but I'll have to look into it. And then football, like I said, Manchester. I probably shouldn't jump back and forth between the two. So this is the first video I've done in a while, so it's going to be a bit rusty. I should probably have a notepad down here, but instead of having a notepad, I have this fake sound line, a little patch. No, it's real. It's real replica. But yeah, so I already said that again and repeat myself for the third time. Manchester United bet Leicester last night 3-0. Newcastle up the tune. Won last night as well against Liverpool. Delighted with that because Liverpool, I love them so much. It's my second team after United. I love them. No, I'm joking. I hate Liverpool. And Newcastle played really well. Liverpool just didn't turn up on the day. Salah, I think I checked. Well, I didn't check. I heard on one of the channels that it was being broadcast on that I think he had 40 touches in the whole game, which is quality. But I also heard Jamie Carragher saying that he thinks that Liverpool's front two, along with Luis Diaz, who's rapid, and Jota, who's probably not the slowest player, that they lack pace. But Liverpool legend looking for excuses there because the boys didn't turn up on the day. And Newcastle were a better team on the day, to be honest with you. Big Dan Burn, great header. And I also seen something that they think that Alisson would have saved it. Maybe if any of you want to comment on this, or whoever's going to see it, would think that Alisson would save the header from Dan Burn, but maybe it's slight positioning difference where Kelleher would have been, where Alisson would have been compared to Kelleher, but I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. And sounds like just more excuses, to be honest with you, because Kelleher has played every game in the Cup, I think, up until obviously yesterday, where it was the penultimate game, but they weren't the best team on the day. And yeah, so that's basically what's been happening in the Premier League regarding United yesterday, and then the Carabao Cup regarding Liverpool and Newcastle. Newcastle's first trophy, I would say, in 70 years, which is obviously class, and it was good to see Bruno Guimaraes real happy after the game. He had a few tears shed because he'd obviously lost the last one to Manchester United under Ten Hag. So that's basically the football yesterday. And then Arsenal had it seemed convincing, but Chelsea are just shit, I think. And a great header from Marino, to be fair. I don't think he was looking to go for a goal, but it went in, and Chelsea goalkeeper's terrible. All their goalkeepers are terrible. Yeah, and regarding the other Premier League games that happened yesterday and the day before, Spurs 15 losses this season, more losses than Everton. And Everton looked like they were going down for a while until David Moyes pulled them from the grips of relegation. Shout out to David Moyes. He's been getting them players who, there is a lot of good players in that squad, to be fair, but they've definitely been overachieving since Moyes got back in, but maybe that's the new manager bounce. And yeah, Spurs, back to their Spurs, sorry, they're just terrible. They're just bad. I think the Ange ball, it's just the whole, we're just going to attack. It obviously doesn't work because they keep losing games. Now, I know you could say, well, you support Manchester United, but I'm being unbiased at this point in time. But I'm trying to be unbiased anyway. And Ange ball just doesn't work. It doesn't work in the Premier League. The defence isn't good enough, and then they had the whole excuse of having injuries for such a long time. But now they have Van de Ven back. They have Christian Romero back. They have Jed Spence, who's actually probably been their best player in the second half of the season, I would say, at right back or left back. I think he's been switching side to side. And yeah, they still lost 2-0 to Fulham. Fulham haven't been playing bad. Fulham have actually obviously overachieving this season as well. They're trying to push up towards our Champions League places, along with Bournemouth and Newcastle are all around there. I think there's probably 3 or 4 points between the 4 teams that are there. Chelsea are in that position as well. And yeah, I've been really enjoying watching Fulham play. Bournemouth have been really good. A couple of standout players in that Bournemouth team is Kirkes, the left back. And they've had the midfielder Alex Scott, who's been injured for a while, but he's been called up to England under 21s, who Lee Carsley now manages back after he dropped down from the first English team. Obviously now Thomas Tuchel is the manager there. And yeah, if there's any other teams that the people who are, hopefully some people who are going to watch this would like me to tell me opinion on, or what do I think of them, or if anybody sees this, just I'd appreciate a like, or put it on your story, or you know what, don't even do anything. Please help me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, hope I really hope I've been speaking too quick. Hope everybody who has watched or liked, or even if you clicked on this video for a second, enjoyed it, and I'll probably try post 2 or 3 times a week, maybe in the evenings after work, because I'm still obviously working full time, and I'm just doing this as a bit of a hobby, just to clear the mind of the football opinions. And if you want to have anybody else's opinions on, or if you want me to go into town, into Dublin city centre, and get opinions on football or golf or anything, type in the comments, and I'd appreciate a like and follow the page. See